Good morning, students. A warm welcome to our history class. In the previous module, we learned that the leadership of the freedom struggle went into the hands of Mahatma Gandhi after the death of Lokmanya Tilak. We also learned about Gandhiji's Satyagraha movements in South Africa, Khera, and in Champaran and Ahmedabad of India. Most importantly, we all got acquainted with the great philosophy and teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, which won him the title Mahatma, the great virtuous personality. His Satyagraha movements were unique and successful, children. Now let us move ahead and learn about other Satyagraha movements that took place during that time. First World War and India. Children, England too was involved in the First World War. India supported England in the First World War since we were under their rule. When the war got over, the Indians expected that the British would be responsible towards their welfare and would work for their upliftment. Indians were burdened with high prices and taxation during the war. This resulted in growing discontent among them. Realizing this, the British appointed a committee under Sir Sidney Rowlatt to suppress this discontent and suggest measures about it. Satyagraha against Rowlatt Act. Children, based on the recommendations made by the committee under Sir Sidney Rowlatt, a new law named as Rowlatt Act was passed on 17 March 1919. This new law did not favor Indians. On the contrary, Indians rose in anger against this act. It is because this new law gave right to the British government to arrest any Indian civilian without any warrant or trial. Even right to appeal against such arrest or detention was taken away. That is why this act came to be known as Black Act by Indians. Since this act did not allow the people who were not guilty to prove their innocence and get justice. But how could our hero Gandhiji allow such injustice to Indians? He decided to launch a satyagraha against this act by asking people to observe complete hartal, that is strike, all over India on 6th April 1919. Indians responded to this appeal on a large scale, children. But the movement was very fierce in Punjab, especially in its city Amritsar, which became its main center. Let us study about the measures that were adopted by the British to suppress this satyagraha. Suppressive measures adopted by the British government. Since the Satyagraha movement was very fierce in Amritsar, the Governor General of Punjab, General Michael O'Dwyer, banned public meetings. Even Gandhiji was prohibited from entering the province of Punjab. Many important leaders also got arrested. Jallianwala Bagh Massacre. Children, on April 13, 1919, the people of Amritsar assembled together in a place called Jallianwala Bagh to protest against the arrest of two important leaders, Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kichlu, although you all know that the public meetings were banned in Punjab. When the news regarding the people's protest in Jallianwala Bagh reached to the British, General Michael O'Dwyer, the governor of Punjab, arrived with armed forces there. He ordered his soldiers to surround the place from all the sides and close down the only gate to prevent anyone from escaping the place. Then he ordered the soldiers to fire ceaselessly at the innocent and disarmed people without giving any prior notification. 1,660 rounds had been fired, and the firing continued until the bullets got over. This mass killing is known as a massacre. Since it took place at Jallianwala Bagh, it came to be known as Jallianwala Bagh Massacre. About 400 people, including both men and women, were killed, and many were wounded in this massacre. Immediately after this massacre, the British announced curfew, due to which the injured did not get immediate treatment. The government enforced military law, and many activists were sent to jail by the government. Let's see how Indians and the British reacted to this. Children, all over India, there were protests against this massacre. Rabindranath Tagore, who was given the title of Sir by the British, gave away his title. Indian leaders severely criticized the British and showed their grief over the loss of many innocent lives. Later, Indians also demanded for an inquiry of this massacre. The British government appointed the Hunter Commission for this purpose. Children, we will learn about the other important developments that took place after this massacre in our next class. Now read this part of the lesson with the help of the study cloud links that are shared in the PDF file and complete the notes too. Thank you.